I'm here with Mad Mike. It's sector.com. We're checking him out. We had a chat to him 2 years ago. It's good to see him in South Africa, in the flesh.
Down here in Cape Town, Wheels of Fury. We've got the Babel RX-8 just touched down from UK, actually Goodwood Festival of Speed. Just stoked to be out here in South Africa for the first time.
Yeah, thanks for coming out. Thanks for chatting to us. And so you're going over into a little bit of track racing as well. So that's something on the cards?
Yeah, looking forward to that. Been doing a little bit of testing back home in New Zealand, but jumping in a McLaren and jumping in the GTs, racing the two final rounds of the Australian GT Championship.
Awesome. Something different going from the McLaren to the rotary?
Yeah, well that thing's got
feel.
a lot of driver assist, like the ABS and traction control and all that, so it's just finding that balance of what he teaches me loose unit himself, and bring from the Red Bull family B8 supercars, so he's a real good driver, and we have similar styles used to the oversteer, so I've got the best guy teaching me the ins and outs of circuit racing.
Awesome. Well, I wish you luck, and have a blast in Cape Town.
Alright man, thanks.
Leon here from Sector 1 FM. We're chatting here to Warren. He's the brains behind the power that gives Mad Mike all his show. So Warren, thanks for joining us, and thanks for just taking a bit of time out so we can chat about the car.
Sure, Leon, no problem, man.
So welcome to South Africa, first of all. How are you finding it here?
Oh, look, it's great there. Really happy to be here. You guys put on a great show, and the weather and your beautiful city, great people. Yeah, really happy to be here.
Well, great to have you guys here. I remember chatting to Mike about 2 years ago doing an interview. How I'd love to see him here, and dreams do come true, man. You guys are here.
Yeah, look, and we're just as stoked as you guys are.
And you guys have got a packed schedule. I mean, you travel around with Mike and support the car and the crew and make sure that the car's up to speed and whatever it does.
Yeah, sure. So yeah, and we operate out of New Zealand as well. So each round and each activation, like what we've got here, I'm flying in and out. So yeah, it gets pretty busy.
So you guys get quite crazy. So we got the RX-8 here today. And this one is also pushing out some insane power. I know we were just chatting a little bit earlier. Do you want to tell us a bit about this one?
Sure, yeah. So it runs a 20B3 rotor engine, turbocharged. We run a Garrett GTX 45 turbo on it. And it makes around 830 horsepower at the wheels.
Wow, 830 horsepower. That's some insane figures. But I hear it's nothing compared to the little MX-5. I like that, we dubbed it the hairdresser's car when I chatted to Mike last time. But this thing's definitely making a good name for the hairdresser, so to speak.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. So that car, Red Bull, that we compete in USA with, we run anywhere from 800 to around 1200 horsepower with that one. So yeah, that one really packs a punch.
Oh, that's insane. And I can imagine, because of the short chassis setup, that it's been quite tough to keep the power contained because the wheelbase is so short.
Yeah, sure, and that's why I say, we run from 800 to 1200. Some tracks we run lower horsepower because it's not always about the horsepower. Like Mike said to the fans earlier, like you don't need all the money in the world to go drifting. It's a combination thing. I mean, sure, in the States, we have some pretty tough competition with tyre manufacturers, putting big budgets into sticky tyres. So that's where you need the big power. But look, for a circuit like this, you don't need all the power in the world to compete, so that's really important to know.
Power is nothing without control, right? So I mean, you guys have obviously put quite a bit into the suspension setup as well.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, so it's all about getting the power that you've got to the ground. Back in the early days of drifting, it was about running big tire pressures and making the cars really stiff so they slid around. Whereas, like I say, now it's getting to another level, and it's about actually having traction, which really gives you the advantage.
So a little bit behind the scenes, I mean, how much sleep do you actually get, especially in an event like, you guys are going off to the States next for the last round. What is a typical life or typical day in your life consist of when you're supporting this car?
Sure, so sleep on the plane as much as you can. The flight's always really long, like the flight from New Zealand to US, the minimum flight you'll get is a 12-hour flight. So sleep as much on the plane as you can, because you always arrive early in the morning. We're always with Mike, we're always the first at the track, and generally we're the last to leave. It's Mike's really passionate, we're all really passionate. We like talking to the fans and making sure the car's right. So it's about spending as much time with the car and with the track as you can.
Awesome. Well, thanks for spending a couple of minutes with us. Any last messages you'd like to give to any of maybe aspiring mechanics or any aspiring tuners out there that want to get to this level? I mean, you've been at this level for a while with Mike now, and setting the pace and showing us how it's done. So any special messages for the guys out there?
Sure. So, I run a business back home as well, Pulse Performance, and that's where we build all these cars. I got a great team of guys there, and the one thing that I always say to them is the day you don't learn something is a day wasted. So, that's me too. I take that on myself. I try to learn something every day, and if I don't, then I consider it wasted.
Awesome. Thanks very much. So you've heard it from the horse's mouth. Don't ever stop learning. Thanks very much, Warren. Appreciate your time.
Cheers, Leon.
We're all done. We had a great day out at 2016 Wheels of Fury. We checked out Mad Mike. Luckily enough, we got a bit of time with him. I got to hang with him and catch up on our previous interviews. So be sure to follow him, follow us, and stay around because we've got some more stuff coming real soon.